Hi guys, today is Thursday, August 29th, and I'm here with Christine. And we were wanting to talk about how since court, she had gone from daily phone calls to no contact for 9 days. And it's caused a lot of stress on both Kylee and Christine. We were finally able to talk to her yesterday and then again today. And so I will let Christine kind of talk more about that.
Basically, just wanted to touch base on the phone calls that were court ordered, regardless of the no contact order. The judge still wanted phone calls between Kylee and I. They went from every day to once a week. But no calls last week. I started calling the caseworker, I believe it was about Wednesday, and continued to Thursday and Friday.
Trying to schedule that call.
And still didn't hear back until the following, this week on Monday or Tuesday. And so,
yeah, on Tuesday she finally called and was able to get it scheduled for Wednesday and then again today, Thursday. So Wednesday we learned a few things that were upsetting.
We're able to touch base with Kylee and basically get a really good idea of what's been going on, especially after getting a tip on someone believing they saw Kylee getting dropped off at the hospital, whether it was with an ambulance or not. So when I had talked to the caseworker on Tuesday, I got word that she was dropped off at the hospital and taken there by foster mom, which I had then found out that that was not the case.
Yeah, so then the
next day I was able to talk to Kylee and got a really good idea from her on the fact of the matter that she was having really bad chest pains, stomach pain.
She was having trouble breathing. And so she was taken by ambulance with the foster mom's boyfriend and I believe she said 4 male EMTs to the hospital.
Which is pretty sad for her case. DHS,
they should know.
Not only has notes on this, they know how the hospital notes were, and even in the hospital notes it stated no male nurses, no male anything, without myself, being present 24/7 for the male doctors. But we didn't have any male nurses the whole 6 months because of how traumatizing it is for her. So Kylee was expressing how the entire ride there from the house to Randall Children's Hospital, how she was screaming and crying the whole time, begging to come home, to drop her off at home, take her home, and that she wanted me there. Finally, they got to the hospital, and one of the nurses were trying to calm her down, and the other nurse is like, let's call her mom, what is wrong with this picture? And the other nurse was like, can you step outside? They basically, it was not good. Kylee was in bad condition mentally, emotionally, and this is literally slowly freaking killing her, which is so sick.
It's been a traumatic experience for both mother and daughter to be separated from each other.
So come to find out,
we also talked to some of our legal team. The forensic nurse was able to let us know that the files that are in the discovery that DHS has submitted to the courts and to the judge they've omitted more than a third of the actual medical record. So there are no nurse's notes. There's a lot of information missing. And so we've been following up with that to make sure that we have a more accurate depiction of what actually occurred in the hospital, and we'll be presenting that at the next hearing. What else did we learn? Oh, Kylee was really, really upset because she was supposed to be starting school this week. And apparently at the last court hearing that you all know about, Kylee had asked the caseworker, and the caseworker had said, yeah, I'm gonna arrange transportation, I'll get everything taken care of, was gonna make all the arrangements, and then at the last minute, last week, Friday, past 5 p.m., had told them that, had actually asked the foster mom to take care of all of this for her. And so school was already closed, and they weren't able to get in touch with the principal or anybody until Monday, so she was not able to start school this week on time. And on top of that, do you want to talk about like what she's used to as far as like school supplies and school clothes? Because she sounded really upset about the current situation, which is
Basically, they had given Kylee a $100 gift card to have for school clothes, which obviously that is a pretty big joke for the lifestyle that she has always had. She, even with it not being the top of the line clothing, $100 to start off school clothes is pretty sad, especially with the fact of the matter that Kylee doesn't have very many clothes there, so it's pretty frustrating.
Yeah. A lot of you had expressed interest in wanting to help in some way, and so we had told Kylee that we would ask if anybody wants to donate any like clothing store gift cards or school supplies or school clothes or anything like that, that they can take it to Mermaid Hair Salon in Tualatin. So I think that's pretty much wraps up our update for today as far as how Kylie's doing and how she's been holding up since court. And the best way I can sum it up is in listening to the conversations that Christine has had that have been supervised by DHS yesterday and today, is that she's not doing great. I mean, health-wise, she's doing okay, but emotionally, this is really taking a toll on everybody involved, but especially on Kylee. So we asked
Pretty much the way she sees it is there's absolutely no reason for this to continue going on. And she has a very good point. So bottom line is she's on the same medication, same regimens that Kylee has been on in my care. And so at this point, basically with naturopath care and the regimen she's currently on, it makes absolutely no freaking sense as to why she's still into DHS's custody. They've done nothing to expedite the process the way the judge has now court ordered it, not once, but twice, I think even 3 times at this point.
The caseworker actually perjured herself at the last hearing when she said that she had given some of the family members the paperwork packet to fill out weeks in advance prior to the court date, and then we just found out that he had received it, or that family members had received it the day of court.
Yeah.
So they're just, you know, they're
good at what they do.
And one last final thing, should we tell them about the appointment that was had? And
Oh yeah.
there was a pre-op appointment for surgery, so they're planning to proceed with surgery. And we found out from Kylee that after this pre-op appointment, which it's my understanding they were not shown the correct scans, they were shown the scans from the original admission into the hospital at OHSU, the ones before the first surgery where they cauterized the blood supply to the tumor. Or, you know, at this point, we're not even sure that it's a tumor. We're calling it a growth or a mass. But they pulled Kylee out of this pre-op appointment on Monday, and then the caseworker and the surgeon scheduled a date, and they refused to tell Kylee when that surgery date is. And they're refusing to tell Christine when that surgery date is. All that we've been told is that we think that it's after court. So again, your continued prayers, any help that you guys can give to support this family. And
we'll continue to do the lives, and we will be also adding in a couple different links where we're gonna start doing the lives more so on YouTube, including a different page or two on Facebook as well. So this is just the beginning, and we are just getting started. So as far as Kylee goes, I want to do everything in my power to, of course, number one, trust God with it, but number two, to do everything that I possibly can to fight to get her back as soon as possible, as it's not even the illness that's affecting her anymore. The stress and the crap they're putting her through, the head games, the emotional roller coaster that they constantly play and toy with when it comes to her, it is so disgusting. All the way from putting her, you know, in immediate danger with the same person that harmed her and she testified against, all the way up to her ending up in the hospital, you know, due to stress. And the stress level is so insane, and I can hear it in her voice, and she's just done. Quite frankly, she's losing all hope. So I gotta start stepping it up even more with a little bit that honestly I have left in me, but I really need your guys' support and your guys' fight in this. As you know, somebody actually told me the other day, this isn't just my daughter, this is everybody's daughter. And those words hit home for me, even though, you know, it's my daughter that's going through it. But I have a close family friend that is now going through it as of a week ago, and it's happening. It's happening so often that now it's coming back around really close to home.
she's not just talking about cancer, she's talking about medical kidnapping cases.
Yeah.
When it's happening in all 50 states, so.
Yep, for absolutely the most disgusting, lowest thought of reason. So we got to fight this. We got to stand up. We got to unite, and that's what we're going to start to do, is start setting up rallies everywhere again. We're going to start uniting with those that are higher in power to rally up a bunch of rallies nationwide, and we need to start standing up for what's right and stop allowing this crap to happen. Because you know what? We all work our asses off. We all pay taxes at the end of the day. Guess what? We have the power to, as we the people, correct? So there you go. At the bottom of the count, you know, when you corner us like that, as a mother, as a father, as parents, what do you think's gonna happen? Definitely not gonna cower down. Definitely not gonna allow you to come into my life, destroy my life, tear it to pieces, and think that I'm not gonna fight back. When you take the only thing I have to live for, you seriously have another thing coming. So bottom line is, you know what? This is your kid too. So let's unite, get together. The more support we have, guess what? The harder the fight and the harder the punches. So we need to continue
Parents
to fight.
fight back.
Yep. Parents fight back and unite and get together. And we're going to post it on a couple of our pages. And
Facebook
we
pages
also have a nonprofit.
And
that
then the
will
YouTube
be-
channel that you're watching this video linked to is Kylie's Fight at YouTube.
Yep. So, yeah, in the next few days, we'll definitely have everything up and running.
Yep.
So thank you again for all your guys' love, support, and your continued prayers. Please keep us in prayers as this battle is only getting a little bit more suffocating. So can definitely use all the help we can get. God bless you guys. Love you guys. Thank you for everything.
Thanks.